Alright, part 2. Yeah. So yeah, once you have that in, you're pretty much set for this piece here. When you're changing it, your new housing should already have this little springy thingy here. There's nothing else for you to get on there. So yeah. And then on the sides here, you have this little plastic piece which hold the upper slide on. You want to take these off as well and put them onto your new piece. So just come off if you work it up a little bit, and then it should come off like that. And then you just mount these on your new one. These two are different. There's one for each side. So yeah, you can look at these, and then you look at the piece right here. You can pretty much figure out which one goes on which side, because this one has a big cutout there which fits this little piece. So yeah, and make sure you put it on the right sides, because yeah. So with that pointing down, put it on top where the buttons are, and like this. Let's see. Slide it in from the side. Then it should stay in place like that. Alright. And same for this side. And make sure that your little thing there is actually going that way, so that it's on properly. Alright. Alright, so we'll just let that sit, and then we'll move on to changing that piece. Alright, so to change this back cover, it's pretty much the same as changing the facial plate, but just a little bit more complicated, I guess. So take off your 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, that hold these two pieces together. Alright, mine's using T5 and across, so get these off here. Oh, and make sure when you're putting the screws back on, you don't fucking tighten them all the way. Well, I mean, like, tighten them, but don't like overdo it, or else you'll fuck up your threads in the piece of plastic housing, like I did. And then yeah, and then back here too. And if your screws don't come out with the T5, just use the T6, and don't mess up the little area where your screwdriver goes into, like I did. So now I'm using cross screws. Alright, so in here, take your faceplate off. That was my little camera cover piece. There's no black tape on this, double-sided, so mine just falls out. Alright, setting that aside. Here you have this unit. Alright, you want to take off your screen. Pretty simple here. Okay, you see right here, there's this little thing. There's a flap here. Whoops. You want to flip that flap up, like so. See there? Then you want to lift your screen up. There's no tape on this, so it should lift up like that. And just wiggle it out. Like that. Alright, set that aside. Alright, now over here, this is basically all you have to take out of this piece, and then transfer it to your new one, and also that magnet right there. So for this piece here, I started at this little corner right here, so you want to use this little tool and then work your way all around this until it all comes off. Mine is loose from me already experimenting, so yeah, just start from there, work your way around it. Make sure you don't break anything, and then in the center here, you can see mine just comes off. Alright, then you have this whole piece that's loose. You pull this off here, including this strip of wire, which is attached to this. Take this, put it on your new housing, and make sure that everything stays down and whatnot. So yeah, And you might want to take that off your old one and put it there too. It's a little piece of iron tape, I guess, and that just sticks there. Alright, so putting this back, you just want to slide the wire in first. Alright, then you slide this up along here, line up the holes, and then make sure it's nice and tight down. Alright, so you see up there are 2 holes. One up there, excuse me, top right and top left. Alright, and same for the bottom here. There's one on the right, and there's one up here. This one's not all the way down, but you know. Alright, and then you just basically put it all back together. I'm gonna try to do this within 4 minutes. So flip the flap up and take your screen. I'm gonna slide it back in. I had trouble with this. Let's turn this in more. And it does go on top of the black, the little black box there. It goes on top of that, so rest it on top there. Alright, and then you just, with a little force, push it back in. Let's see here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fail. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Alright, just move your finger and then push it in like that. Make sure you don't fuck up anything, like bend it or anything, or else you're screwed. So I'm gonna push the little flap back down, close this up, take your faceplate, and then lay this back down on it. Make sure you snap in on the side here. Alright, then you wanna put your screws back on it. Alright. And then once you get your screws back on, it's basically just a reverse operation of everything we just did, including the black strips there. Alright, so let me just try to get this done real quick so I don't have to do a fucking part 3. I'm probably will make a part 3 since I'm not gonna be able to get this in 2 minutes. So, alright, and then the top. Oops, fail. And then this side here. Alright, and then take this, slide the wire, little strip here, back through that. And then you want to get your little top piece back on the slider here, so just push it and it should snap back in like that while holding the back so that the back piece doesn't fall off, the back plastic piece doesn't fall off, but enough for it to move back a little bit so this side could get on. And then you just test it a little bit. Alright, then you want to what the hell, then you just want to find the one that matches whichever side, like this one goes over on the other side. So yeah, part 3.